Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we got to a box and we were about to open the box and we were like, what's this? I don't know, it was a cliffhanger. Sorry, but just be quiet for a second. There are several small notebooks and a number of photographs inside. The majority of the pictures seem to have been taken before I arrived at this school, mainly casual snapshots and group photos featuring Michiru's classmates. But each and every one, Michiru's face has been cut out of the image. The rest is left intact, removing only herself from the world, but preserving the others carefully. Okay, that's dark. I thoroughly examined the photographs one by one. There's a shot of Michiru sandwiched between Makina and Amane, Michiru leaning against a slightly embarrassed Sakaki, Michiru having her shoulders massaged by Sachi. In every case, Michiru's face alone is precisely snipped out with the scissors. At a glimpse, these all appear to have been taken in happy moments. But that's probably exactly why she did this. Michiru must have felt like she didn't belong here or there. The girl must have been unable to accept the presence of her false self in these happy scenes. Notebooks are filled with memos written in small characters. Notes on the performance she's been putting on at this school. Though there are extensive itemized lists concerning Sakaki, Amane, Makina, and Sachi's likes and dislikes, notes on what makes each of them upset and happy, clearly accumulated through careful trial and error. It seems pretty clear that the girl was using this as a reference for her many small acts of kindness. That girl. My honest thoughts slip out of my mouth against my will. He's an idiot. Even after all this effort, Michiru didn't exactly pull off the charade, did she? Sometimes her act was more convincing than others, but as a whole, she was just trying way too hard. That tsundere character must have been part of her plan as well, but I saw through it the very first day. And of course, everyone else knows that's not her true nature. Even so, she stuck with it, convinced that playing the clown was the only way she could be anything but a nuisance. I would give her an A for effort, but seriously. Handwriting seems to be another weakness of Michiru's. Her thoughts and feelings spill out across the pages in characters that even the most generous observer would have to call sloppy. But I'm only laughing at first. The earnest notes in her classmates and dubious strategies for forming smooth relationships eventually give way to a diary, and its contents are all largely occupied with the terror she feels towards her other self. Flipping through the pages, I jump through the story in chronological order. Oh, more of this. Oh. Okay, it's gonna hang again. It's gonna hang regardless of what I do.
今日も心臓が痛い。もうとっくに慣れたと思っていたのに、この痛みは体が張り裂けそうになる。嫌なことが起こると、現実から逃げたくなる。世界が怖い。でも、生きていかなくちゃいけない。私のような人間が誰かの役に立てるなんて思ってないけど。迷惑だけはかけたくない。だから記憶がなくなるようなことはもう起こってほしくない。本当に怖い。私が私でなくなるのはみんなと話している時に記憶が一瞬なくなった。一瞬だと思っていたけど、それはかなり長い時間だったようだ。それでもその場は何事もなかったかのようだった。また昔みたいになるのが怖い。今日は学園に男の人が来た。彼は私の性格を疑っているようだ。
Suspicious.
もっとうまくやらなくてはいけない。
Yeah, that's it.
ユージのことがよくわからない。あの人はつかめない。いつも怒っているの？嫌われなければいいんだけど。頭の良い人は苦手だ。でもユージはみんなを見下しているようにも見える。ちょっと意味がわからない。
Is that the impression I gave? Interesting.
記憶がなくなると嫌なことばかりだったけど、嬉しいことが起こった。海の近くで猫を見つけた。 猫は黒くて小さくて肉球がプニプニで可愛かった。猫が仲良くしてくれた。嬉しかった。チーズかまぼこをあげたのが良かったのだろうか。でもあまり仲良くしない方がいいのも分かってる。もし猫がいなくなったらすごく寂しくなる。
Okay.
どこかに今
Good sign.
日猫といるところをユージに見られた。
Mhm.
恥ずかしかった。生まれて初めてキスをした。と
Mhm.
いうかなぜユージはそんなことをしたのだろう。意味がわからない。
Oh
あの人
my.
はここに来てからずっと意味がわからない。もう彼の目を見て話せないかもしれない。ユージのバカ。ユージのバカ。
Oh, that's a beautiful. Just the entry. Just fuck you, Yuuji.
夏休みにみんなが出かけるらしい。ユージと二人になるなんて無理。どうしよう。ユージとデートごっこした。あれは全部嘘だから失うことはない。だって最初から何もないから。プレゼントに石をたくさんもらった。すごく嬉しかった。大切にしよう。
Really? Oh no, that's not. I should get her something that's actually decent as a present.
猫に名前をつけた。ニャンメル。ニャンメルってだけど名前なんてつけて大丈夫だろうか。みんなが帰ってきた。嬉しいけど怖い。でも最初から私とはただのごっこだから大丈夫。みんなといると楽しいけど苦しい。心臓が痛い。変だ。困った。困ったぞ。困る。私じゃない私がいる。
So she was, I mean, I guess we knew this already, but she was 100% aware of having another self. I mean, she had the voice in her head, and it's not like she forgot that part of it, even if she wanted to ignore that with memory gaps.
ねえ、これも読んでるの？あなたはどこにいるの？ニャンメルがいなくなった。やっぱり私は置いていかれてしまった。具合が悪い。ずっと頭の中に霧がかかったみたい。もうここは私の居場所じゃないのかもしれない。お願い。私はもう無理。今日はユージと一緒に眠ることができた。幸せだった。ユージに全部話した。あなたのことも話した。私は本当に幸せだったけど嫌われたらどうしようって。明日から入院することになった。私はもうこのままユージの思い出だけでユージとの関係が壊れたり学園のみんなと離れたり怖いことがもしこの先起こるとしたら耐えられない。
But you're doing it anyways, aren't you?
だから私はもう終わりにします。ね、お返事ください。
Is she not going?
あなたのこと最初は大嫌いで嫌なやつだと思っていたけどそんなことないんでしょ。だったら少しは私のお願いを聞いてくれてもいいんじゃない。お願いです。お返事をください。はじめまして。こうして君に気持ちを伝えることになるなんて思わなかった。君の体で君の知らない間にいろいろなことをした。私君がたくさん頑張っているのも知ってる。君が辛いのも知ってる。力になってあげようとしたけど君の親友になりたかった。いつだってそばに寄り添っていて困ったことがあったら助けてあげたかった。頭を撫でて 一人の夜も怖くはないってキスしてあげたかった。でもそれは逆に君を傷つけちゃったんだね。消えるなんて言わないで。もし消えるとしてもそれは私の役目。この体は君のものでしょ。だから初めまして。本当にお返事をくれるなんて思わなかったのですごく驚いています。今は朝の早い時間です。これから病院に行かなくてはいけません。だからちゃんとお返事をかけるかどうか心配です。あなたはやっぱり優しくて頭が良くて、それで私より私に向いていると思います。
This is obviously not an okay frame of mind.
私はバカだし頭悪いから頑張ってもダメでした。もうこれ以上何かを失うのは怖いです。
It's just self-destruct. It's well past the point of self-destructive, I suppose.
悲しい気持ちになると暗闇の中にすっと落ちていくような感じになります。その間きっとあなたが私として表面に出ているのだと思います。私は暗闇の中で膝を抱えて小さくぎゅっと目をつむって丸くなっています。そうするとあなたと入れ替わってこの世界に戻ってくるというわけです。ごめんなさい。私はもう終わりにします。今度そうなった時はだってそうすればきっとずっとあなたが私でいられると思うからややこしくてごめんなさい。とにかく私はもうこれからはあなたにお任せします。あなたなら誰にも嫌われずわがまま言ってごめんなさい。押し付けるみたいでごめんなさい。ユージによろしくお伝えください。愛していたとかそういうのは言わなくていいです。今ドアがノックされました。ユージが来ました。
It means the other one would never have been able to read this, too. Just the timing of it, yeah?
この学園を出て病院に行ったらもうユージとも会えないし
Oh, wait.
みんなともお別れなんですね。
The other one's aware of all this. The other one's...
結局寂しいのには
The other one's aware of all this stuff, right?
生きてるって失い続けることなんですね。とても辛いです。ユージがドアの向こうから私は彼に名前を呼ばれることが大好きでした。最後にわがままを言って何度か名前を呼んでもらおうと。それぐらいいいよね。名前を呼ばれるとドキドキするんですが、本当に行かなくちゃ。さようなら。
I closed the notebook and put it away. At the very bottom of the box, she stowed rocks I gave to her on her first playdate. I told the girl to throw them away, but it seems she didn't listen. She never listens. To anyone else, they just look like stones. But to Michiru, must have been a treasure of sorts. If it was going to turn out like this, maybe I should have given her something a little bit more respectable, after all. But it's too late for regrets. Time doesn't wait for us to realize our mistakes. That's just how this world works. I shut the lid and pushed the box deep inside Michiru's closet. Sachi, I'm done with that box. Is there a chance that you had already opened it, read it, and you were purposely pushing me to read it? That seems like something you might do? Because I got it open so easily too, right?
さすが風見さんです。それであの箱の中は何だったんですか?
The contents. Right. After thinking the matter over for a moment, I offer a brief response. It was empty. なるほど、わかりました。では掃除は完了ですね。 That's right. Nice work, by the way. The place is really sparkling. Michiru will definitely be overjoyed when she gets back.
いえ、私にとっては当たり前のことですから。でも、それでみちる様が喜んでくれるなら嬉しいですね。
True enough.
早く明日にならないかな。
True enough. Hope tomorrow gets here quickly. Sachi trots off down the hallway with a spring in her step. I lean against Michiru's door and heave a lean sigh. Fuck. Seems that Michiru's goodbye really was intended as a final farewell. I'm terrified of losing things I care about, so I'll erase myself before any more sad things can happen. I can understand the logic, but here's my question, though. What about the people you leave behind? Michiru herself was abandoned by the girl she called her best friend. Wouldn't her own abrupt exit leave others to suffer in the same way? Is she really selfish enough to ignore their feelings? Or stupid enough not to realize people care about her? I cast my eyes down to my wristwatch. The digital display precisely ticks all the time, but busily rearranging its pixels with every passing second. It'll be 5 in the morning soon. I had a feeling Michiru would return about this time. I don't really know what sort of condition she's in right now, but for some reason I'm pretty confident about this. Guess the training's on hold again. Neglecting my physical maintenance to wait anxiously for a woman's return. Would have been unthinkable just a few months ago. I've really come down on the world. What's the point? Murmuring a little self-ridicule, I leave my room. Outside, I find Sachi wandering around the courtyard, restlessly sweeping away the dust with her broom. What's going on? You're up awfully early.
はい、だって今日はみちる様が帰ってくる日じゃないですか。
Man, I wonder, just given her mentality about stuff, I wonder how much of the Sama, even if it was a joke at times, really bothered her over time. Because she has such a low amount of self-confidence, I can imagine her thinking just how embarrassing or how undeserved it is. I mean, technically it is undeserved, but at the same time, I could see it bothering her much more than others.
お出迎えをしなければと思いまして、お庭もきれいにしなければと思いまして、せかせか。
I see, so that's what this is about. But, why start waiting this early in the morning?
ええ、実は何時に帰ってこられるかわからなかったので、ひとまず3時からお待ちしております。
Okay, how much sleep did you get? Guess that explains the rustling sound I heard outside in the middle of the night. Sachi sure is a scrupulous one, to an idiotic degree. I'm thinking she'll be arriving pretty soon. Want to head over with me?
はい。ドキドキしますね。久しぶりのみちる様です。
That is a weird response. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to see you cleaned her room for her.
そうでしょうか。でも別に喜んでもらうためにやったわけではありませんからね。
Yeah, I know. Speak of the devil. A golden tinted silhouette comes into view across the road. The twin tails projecting from her head are unmistakable. That's Michiru, all right. From a distance, she doesn't look any different from when she left the school. But the question, of course, is what's inside.
本当です。みちる様だ。風見さんって目がいいんですね。
Well, not really sure we know many other people. But don't exaggerate. From this distance, anyone can tell at a glance. Michiru approaches slowly, dragging her luggage behind her and watching the ground. After finally reaching us, she comes to an abrupt halt.
あら、あんたたち、こんな早くから何してるの？お出迎え？ご苦労なことじゃない。お帰りなさい、みちる様。サチ、頼んでおいた部屋の掃除はしてくれたの？はい、それはもうきっちりとさせていただきました。風見さんにも協力していただきまして。ああ、それは感心ね。よくやったわ。褒めてあげましょう。なでなで。はいはい、ユージ。あんたもなでてあげようか。
It's not Yuuji or Kazami. Well, she's not using honorifics and... I forget exactly what the other Michiru typically referred to Yuuji as, but it wasn't Yuuji. Unless she's pretending. That would be a hard habit to kick in terms of that little bit, just to play pretend, though. I think I'll pass.
当たり前でしょ。なんであんたまで撫でなくちゃいけないのよ。
Hmm.
さあ、それじゃサチ、このカート持って。私疲れちゃった。部屋でゆっくり寝たいのよ。
Hmm.
はい、お持ちいたします。
From this conversation, you think Mitchell was completely fine. All feels too natural, too smooth, to the point that it's actually a little disturbing.
それじゃあ行くわよ。ユージもご苦労さん。ジャージに着替えて走ってくれば。この時間はいつもそうしてるじゃない。体なまっちゃうわよ。
Hmm. Oh, hold on. I've got something I need to discuss with you.
私はない。さあ、サチ、行くわよ。
That's not going to work. Even if you don't, I do. Understand?
ああ、やれやれ。ご帰宅早々やんごとないわね。どこまで石頭なんだか。
Hmm. Shock and awe. Hello, other Michiru.
わかったわ。それじゃあサチは先に部屋に荷物だけ持って行ってて。悪いけど。
You let it out a bit too obviously there.
いえ、それがこの小峰サチの役目ですから。
Yes.
では、お先に失礼いたします。
Yes, Sachi, go.
それで何？話があるならパパッと済ませちゃいましょう。私本当に疲れてるのよ。これは冗談じゃなくてね。
Well, it's not exactly a quick and easy question, but I get right to the point. You're the other Michiru, aren't you?
あ？何言ってんの？ちょっとわかんないんだけど。
Hmm.
もしかしてどうかしちゃった？私がいなくて寂しくて変な妄想しちゃってたとか？
Hmm.
だって本当にわかんないんだもん。逆に何？どうして怒ってるの？
I'm not mad, woman.
そうかな。声が大きい。そういうのは女の子に嫌われますよ。ジェントリーにしてよ。ソフティーに。
Yeah, and that sort of advice is exactly the sort of thing that the other Michiru would say, not the typical one. I don't understand the girl's real intentions. What's she playing at here? Is the other Michiru really so quick to give in and just let herself try to play pretend that she's the real Michiru? Alright, I'll change the question. What were the results of your medical examination?
ふむ、それなら答えてあげよう。全然何の問題もなかったわよ。だからこうして帰ってきたんでしょ。
We both know that's not true. We both know that's very much not true.
ストレスがひどいって言われたけど、現代人はみんなそんなものじゃない？だから大丈夫。
You're not a good liar. I know way too much to think that this is enough of an excuse to say just, no, it's okay, don't worry about it anymore. No.
もういい？
No. Yeah, I suppose we are. Go back to your room and get some rest.
ありがとう。それじゃあまたね、ユージくん。
There we go. Yuji-kun, is it?
ああ、そうだ。そうそう。私からも言いたいことがあったんだった。
Mm-hmm. And what's that?
最後の挨拶はもう終わらせたでしょ。だから分かって。もう彼女は二度と起き上がってこない。ね、そういうことだから、これは彼女が決めたことだから。君にはどうにもできないのよ。これ以上この子を困らせないで。みちる様、荷物を置いてきましたよ。
You know that's not okay.
あ、わかった。ありがとう。今すぐ行くからね。
Who would accept this? Who in any sort of situation would accept this knowing what Yuji does?
ってことで、ユージくん、寂しくなったら私が相手してあげるから大丈夫よ。
With a wink, the girl turns on her heel and enters the dorm. I'm left behind by myself. Unspoken words and unexpressed emotions stewing around inside of me with no outlet. Michiru once struggled to tell me how about to wake up and find everything wrapped up neatly without her knowledge. I think I can sort of understand now. I was so concerned about Michiru my own way, but before I had the chance to take action, everything's been settled. A solution. Yeah, let's call it a solution. A solution methodically arranged along rigid lines, like a carefully built tower of cards I'm not even allowed to touch. Well, I think the girl was right about one thing. Might as well run. Have to keep up the routine. Maintain your pace, play with the established rules, swim with the current. That's the only way to make any progress. But right now, Michiru's refusing to accept the most fundamental rules of the world. I'm going to need to take some sort of action. But before that, I'll run. Sometimes you think better when you're moving. Personally, I think best when I take a shower. I'm sure other people are like that. It just, for some reason, like taking a shower just helps me focus much more. Normally, I change clothes first. But today, I set off in my school uniform. I've got to regain my calm. First, I put myself together, then deal with the problem at hand. We don't know anything about the actual psychological triggers to get her to wake up again, yeah? Is it really because she intentionally tries to wake up at some points? Is it like she falls asleep, the other one takes control of the body, and just allows the other one to fall asleep, basically? It's an interesting thought. Precisely what are the mechanics of how this works? Because obviously we want to stop this from happening. This is not healthy. Well, I suppose it's a sort of solution. It is in a really weird and stupid way, but Our classmates welcomed Mitch's return to the dormitory happily. Even more than the all clear from a medical examination, they were encouraged by the dramatic improvement in her mood. Our girl's been moving through a normal daily routine as the usual Michiru. Nobody seems to have caught on to the fundamental change that's taking place deep inside her. But as the true Michiru's absence stretches into days, some of her friends seem to vaguely be beginning to sense her subtle transformation. Is it about Michiru? I wonder if it's about Michiru. Okay, go ahead. I'll answer if I can. Mm-hmm. Oh, how do you mean? I see. Sometimes, something seems strange about her to you. It's probably the feeling of the acting starting to shine through, because she really is just acting. As much as Michiru tried to act like a tsundere before, she was so transparent about it being basically fake. Not intentionally, obviously, but it was so obviously fake that you could get down to what she was more typically like, even if you miss some of the more subtle things. Tricky question. Well, I don't think it's anything you need to worry about. Okay, you do that. I don't have the slightest idea what a wumbling solar plexus might indicate. Probably just mashing together words she picked up somewhere at random again. I mean, solar plexus. That's in the chest area, right? I mean, I could be completely wrong about that. I'm not really biology. Especially, I don't have that stuff memorized. So, I mean, does she mean she's gonna have a faint heart? Because she's so confused and going around in circles in her head? Yeah, whatever. In any case, it's clear that Makina is starting to notice a change in her friend. Last time I had a face-to-face conversation with Michiru was the morning I welcomed her from home from the hospital with Sachi. After return to the dorm, the girl's been beating a quick retreat every time it seems like we might end up alone together. To put it simply, she's blatantly avoiding me. Well, that's only strengthened my determination to force her into a long talk. I need to know what the true Michiru was thinking when she decided to disappear from this world. I'm passing by Michiru's room when I hear the sound of someone clattering around inside. Barging in right now would almost be like cornering her for an interrogation. I hesitate for a moment, but the chance is too good to pass up on. I knock sharply on the door, then enter the room without waiting for a response. Michiru, we need to have a serious... Oh, it's you. Why so shocked?
急に入ってきたら驚きます。一応お知らせしておきますが、私だって驚いたりするんですよ。
You do get surprised like anyone else? Oh, Really?
それよ
Shocking.
り風見さんこそどうしたんですか？みちる様の部屋に何かご用ですか？
Yeah, just a minor errand. What are you doing in here?
何ってお掃除に決まってるじゃないですか。みちる様に頼まれたんです。部屋中ピカピカですよ。あとはこの箱だけです。
With these words, Achi produces a small, sturdy box from the other day. I reflexively reach out as if to take it from her hands, but realize halfway through just how strange that would seem. My outstretched arm, losing its purpose, surrenders to gravity and listlessly drops back to my side.
どうかなさいましたか？
No, not really. But... Are you really determined to look inside that thing?
どうしてですか？だって空っぽなんですよね。開けてお掃除するぐらいいいじゃないですか。
You can't be that stupid. Isn't there a bunch of rocks in it for one? It would be heavy. They're not exactly like they're solid objects and everything's packed in there tightly. You'd be able to feel the clattering and movement, the shifting of weight within it. You'd be able to tell that it's not empty pretty easily. Empty. Ah, yeah, guess I did say that.
はい、おっしゃいました。鍵も風見さんが開けてくださったことですし、中のお掃除を。
Unlocked? Wait, what? A glance confirms that the box is indeed unsecured. I'm sure I locked it after nosing around inside the other day. Why would it be? Is the other Michiru trying to help me? Trying to... I instinctively reach out in reaction to the strange sight, but this time my timing's bad. I bump Sachi's arm just as she's shifting the box in her hands, and the jolt sends the small chest tumbling to the floor below.
ごめんなさい、私。
No, it's my fault. Whatever. No, I'm sorry, that was my fault.
よかった、壊れなくて。箱の中身、風見さんの言った通り空っぽですね。
Or maybe she's just trying to get rid of the evidence, so that I can't figure it out later. Yeah, and it is quite empty. Just as I said, there's nothing inside. It's just an empty wooden box. Sachi wipes the dust from the interior with a small cloth, and then returns it to the closet.
さあ、これで終わりです。
Tell me, Sachi, was this box empty from the start?
最初からですよ。と言っても、さっき落とした時に初めて中を見たんですけど。
But you picked it up, and you clearly would have noticed the weight before. You moved it around and everything to the point that you were thinking of breaking the lock, right? And then you have the whole situation where it probably, with a bunch of rocks in it, right? It would have been much heavier than it is when it's empty, right? I see. Okay, in that case, never mind.
では、次にマキちゃんのお部屋をお掃除するのですが。
Okay, go ahead. Don't worry. I'm sure Michiru won't mind me being here.
はあ、そうですね。それでは失礼しますね。
I sit down on the bed and lightly roll my shoulders. There's definitely no books and pictures in that box. The disappearance has to mean that the current Michiru disposed of them after her return. Honestly. I guess it's about time I did something here.
びっくりした。
You know, if you're gonna drop the axe so quickly, then maybe you should... I mean, if you drop it so easily after being surprised, you're really going to lose people's trust in it being real. That's my line. What happened to the contents of this box? Those aren't the sort of things you can just throw away without permission, woman.
待って。待ってよ。勝手に捨てたわけじゃないよ。っていうか、君は勝手に部屋に入ってきてるけど。
Not really.
それはいいの？
Not really. You see, this is Michiru's room, not yours.
そっか。なるほどね。
With those words, Michiru throws herself down onto the bed next to me. Seemingly indifferent to the concept of personal space, she settles in extremely close.
あのね、君は私を悪者にしたいみたいだけど、そんなことないのよ。
Well, you're complying with an unreasonable request, at the very least. Even if you're trying to do it for her good, to satisfy her wishes or whatever, that's not exactly a positive. The girl peers into my face as she speaks, her expression serious. I didn't say you're to blame.
でもそういう目で見てるでしょ。結構傷ついちゃうよ。そういう。だってさ、私だって好きでこの体にやってきたわけじゃないのよ。それは分かってる。
Yeah, I know that much.
君は何でも分かっててすごいね。でもね、君にも分からないことはたくさんあるんだよ。 たった一人の女の子の本当の気持ちだって分かってないじゃない。そんなの何も分からないのと一緒だよ。
All you want to do is insult me. She has a point. What exactly happened to Michiru? I have my theories, but I don't know anything for a fact. You're right. I'm sorry. Please tell me what's going on.
急に素直に謝られても困るな。分かった。じゃあ教えてあげるわ。
With a deep sigh of resignation, Michiru resumes the conversation on a markedly different note.
病院で彼女はもう二度とここに戻ってこないと私に言ったの。
Does she really have control over that?
私はそれに反対した。だってこの体は彼女のものだもの。でも決意は変わらなかった。
Never coming back again, eh? Oh, and back to this. Can we stop having... Oh my goodness. I want it all to end. This world is just too sad. Why do people die? Why do they have to leave each other? Nobody can give me a good answer. I'm the most worthless person in this world. So why do I have to force myself to go on living this pathetic, miserable little life? It wouldn't be so bad if I was just inferior to everybody else. But I'm not even the best me inside me. It's really painful, really sad. What's the point of my existence? Nobody's selling me. Why do the friends who treat me kindly all go away? Why do I have to say goodbye to the people I love? Everybody else is just turning a blind eye to the fact that it all ends. They're telling themselves comfortable lies. That's how they get through the day. I don't want to be in a world like that. It's scary, really, really scary.
でも本当にそれでいいの？これは君の体で君の人生なんだよ。
This is the hospital visit, I presume?
分かってる。でもこれ以上続けていく自信がない。だからあなたにこれからの私を任せたい。ごめんね。私がもっと君のことをちゃんとフォローできればこんなことにはならなかったのに。あなたのせいじゃない。全部私が悪いの。私がバカでダメで。分かった。おやすみなさい。ゆっくり寝てて。もし君の気が変わったら教えて。いつでもいいから。
Can she? Is she even aware enough to change her minds while asleep or whatever?
もういいの。これで終わりにするの。あの子はもう戻ってこないつもりみたい。
Does she even control it? Are you just complying with her wishes and not letting her come back by however this works? Can I have a chance to talk to her, at the very least? Now that I know enough about what she's thinking. I see. Well, that's Michiru's decision. Maybe that's the way it'll have to be. But tell me this. What are your thoughts on the matter?
私はあの子が今後もこの体で生きるべきだと思う。だって自分で自分を選ぶことなんて誰だってできない。だからあの子もこの体を受け入れなくちゃ。
Yeah, basically. Then again, if Michiru never comes back, you'll be able to live freely, right? As your own person, not someone's stand-in. You'll be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Pretty decent deal, don't you think? Don't you want another shot at life?
それは?
The girl bites her fingernail as she ponders the question. Probably isn't even aware she's doing it.
それはそうだけど。でも、これは私の体じゃない。
And you're astutely aware of it. Overcoming her moment of hesitation, the girl delivers her answer in a resolute tone. In other words, you want to respect Michiru's wishes first and foremost?
そうだね。
No matter what that may mean for you, or for that body.
それってどういうこと?
Just answer the question. You really believe that what Michiru wants should take precedence, right? Alright then. I slap my hands together smartly. Now, we can get started. Wounds of the hearts are the kind of injury someone else can patch up for you in an afternoon. Only the person suffering can ever really understand how deep their wounds are, which means at the end of the day, they've got to be the one who figures out how to heal them. In other words, I'm not going to tell Michiru to just live or come out of there just because I say so. I need to know her real feelings first, and I need your cooperations to make that possible.
わかった。
When deployed to the battlefield far from their homeland, spending weeks in the field listening to bombs fall day and night, the majority of people can't stay in a normal state of mind. Some lose control over their bladders, some obsessively count the amount of bullets they've used over and over again, some start ranting and thrashing around in the middle of the night. All those in their way are probably the self-defense mechanisms of human beings eager to retreat in their own minds and escape the hellish reality. But I am familiar with a way to hold a conversation with people like that, no matter how far gone they may seem. Maybe familiar isn't the right word. I've just experienced it, personally. It's not exactly a pleasant memory for me, so I can't say I'm eager to do the same to someone else. But right now, I don't have any other choice. The most important thing is to hear what Michiru herself has to say. There's no time for hesitation. I quickly set about making my preparations.
カーテンと電気スタンド。
You know, there is a bit of a parallel, isn't there? Yuuji hasn't really gone on about it because he's been very, very preoccupied by Michiru. But how often has he gone just in his mind to a frame of mind where he's like, do I deserve this? Which is basically the same fundamental concept as to what the real Michiru is being so chained down by in her mind, right? Setting the objects I've brought back to the room with me, Michiru blinks in confusion. The curtain is thick. It's a thick, opaque one I borrowed from the AV room. The lamp is perfectly normal, although I fitted with the wiring to attach a makeshift modulator. That's right. We'll be using these to get a hold of Michiru.
なるほど。催眠療法か。君ってそんなところの知識も持ってたんだね。まあ、理由は聞かないけど。
Probably for the best. It's not exactly the sort of story that's going to get you dancing with joy. Cutting off this line of conversation, I retrieve a container of ramen candy from my pocket. It's the same one I found in Michiru's room.
それは
A medicine she was taking to keep you in check. Your willpower, this medicine, a little hypnosis are going to drag her out of her hiding place.
つまり、私はその薬を飲んで、催眠術師のパートナーに選ばれた女優の真似事をすればいいってわけね。
If that's how you want to see it. That's right. Once you take the medicine, all you have to do is lie down on the bed.
わかった。
Once I've explained the basic idea, Michiru swallows the medicine I offer her, then obediently lies face up on the bed. It's going to be fine. Just let the tension out of your shoulders and relax. Just stare up at the ceiling and let your mind go blank. Pulling the curtain across the window, I plunge the room into complete darkness. Then flip the lamp on, guided by the faint glow of fluorescent paint on its switch. An orange-tinted light flashes brightly from the bulb, then fades away just as quickly. Next, I move my hand to the modulator and turn its knob experimentally. The first alters the light's color, the second changes the speed at which it blinks. Seems to be working as intended. Taking Michiru's pulse from her wrist while peering down at her pupils, I continue fiddling with the flashing light for a good 20 minutes. About time, I think. Normally, adjusting the sort of device involves the use of expensive electronic equipment and carefully monitoring the subject's brainwaves and pupillary reflexes. But I'm not out to brainwash Michiru or cure some condition. All I need to do is place a simple hypnotic suggestion in her mind. Although it requires a certain level of trust of the patient, even a makeshift device like this can serve that purpose. Exhaling deeply, I rise to my feet and look down at Michiru. I've stopped flashing the light. In its steady, dim glow, I can make out Michiru's face below me. Her expression seems very peaceful. Michiru. Michiru. Can you hear me, Michiru? Slowly, Michiru's lips begin to move. Why did you disappear without a word like that? I've been worried.
ねえ、ユージ。
You don't have to apologize. I'm on your side no matter what, okay? So tell me, what do you want to do? Whatever it is, I'll make it happen. But I need to know what you really want. Michiru, answer me. Just as I begin to lose control of my tone, I can see something change in her eyes. Somewhere deep inside of her. That Michiru is rising towards the surface.
もう生きていたくない。悲しいことはもういいや。死んでしまいたい。
Saying that and nothing more. Michiru's eyes fall shut. She goes limp on the bed, apparently unconscious. I see. In that case, that's how it'll be. Have to respect your wishes after all. I gently wipe sweat from the girl's forehead with my hands. I'll kill you, Michiru.
心地よかった。とても心地よかった。すべてが平坦で、感情の起伏もない、失うものもない。去る人もいない。暑くも寒くもない。ただ静かで、無限に闇が広がっている。何の変化も起こらない。私もう終わったんだ。そう決めてからは闇が怖くなくなった。何も感じないこの空間と私は友達だ。だから怖くない。ここにいればあらゆる恐怖から守られている。闇は私に膝枕をする。私の肩を抱く。私に密着し、そこから溶解し、これでいいんだ。これでいいの。
Somebody's trying to open the door, but I've already said it and I'm never coming out of here again. It's pointless. They should just give up. I'm finished. Michiru. I can hear a voice that brings back a lot of memories. A voice I'll never hear again. Can you hear me, Michiru? How's his voice reaching me here, so deep in the dark? I'm sure I locked the door firmly behind me, but somehow it's slipping through the cracks, trying to reach my heart. I wish she'd cut it out. I already decided to end the pain. I decided I don't want to be sad anymore. And yet I answer him. Did I choose to reply? Or was that her? I've been worried.
Yuuji.
Those are definitely my words. My feelings. Ones I'd left unspoken. What do you want to do? He's asking, what do I want? Whatever it is, I'll make it happen. There's only one answer. I need to know what you really want. I don't want to lose anything else. I don't want to lose anybody else. But you answer me. That's an impossible wish, so...
生きていたくない。悲しいことはもう嫌。
But even more than that, I don't want to be separated from Yuuji. I can see his face above me. Very, very close. I'll never see him like this again. I'll never be able to touch him again. But there's nothing I can do about it now. As my consciousness fades slowly away, I hear him speak to me. I'll kill you, Michiru. I see. Being killed by the person I love, huh? Yeah. That might just be the happiest possible ending. Once again, I sink down into the deep darkness, and as I settle into my home at the bottom of the sea, I hastily wonder what will happen next. I'm pretty much dead already. What's going to change if Yuuji kills me? Will even this small flicker of consciousness disappear into nothing? Or maybe I'll just fall a little deeper, into an even darker and more silent world. I can't even imagine what an afterlife might be like. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, and lonely of course, but what else can I do? My girl's better than me. She always will be. So, this is the way it has to be. And... so bright. Something's happening, but I can't tell what. Once again, I'm forcibly dragged up out of the darkness. A brilliant light pierces deep through my eyelids, bringing with it a sharp jolt of pain. Did Yuuji kill me? That might explain this sudden dramatic change. Maybe this is the afterlife. I don't know about that, though. My eyes really hurt. Isn't everything peaceful after you die? Or maybe he's still. It feels like my body's being carried alongside something, I can feel the vibrations of the wheel turning over the floor below. It's not a car. Nothing with an engine. This is something much more primitive. That's right. It's just like the time they carted me through the hospital hallways. But somehow this feels a lot stuffier. I wonder why this cart is so different. So, like, a morgue bag? Oh, a coffin. Okay. What is this? What's going on? I decided never to come back to this world, but for some reason I'm still alive. And yet I can't open my eyes. Not because it's too bright or anything like that, I literally cannot get my eyes to budge. A moment later I realize that there's an even larger problem. It's not just my eyes, I can't move my arms or legs. I can't even speak. This is probably a little hard to believe, but I can hear Yuuji speaking. I'm definitely alive. This isn't the afterlife. It happened very suddenly. And from the muffled sound of his voice, I can tell that I'm probably inside some kind of box. Michiru's dead. I told you guys she was suffering from anemia, but that was a lie. Her hospitalization was for a much more serious disease. The exam results really did look favorable, but last night her condition took an abrupt turn for the worse. It's a real shame, but there's nothing they could do. I died? I mean, yeah, that was the plan. I was going to die and let the other me take over, but something's wrong here. I'm lying inside the box, being treated like someone who's really dead. A box with a dead person inside. I guess I'm lying in a coffin then. Does that mean there's a glass window on top? I hope not. I don't want to know what my face looks like right now. It really makes me regret not spending a little bit more time taking care of my skin. I get a coffin, put her in, get everyone to, well, maybe not have everyone act, but have Yuuji act and get everyone's reactions. Somehow get her to pay attention. I don't know how Yuuji would manage to get that. Make her realize how much she's leaving behind and what exactly the negative ramifications of her dying would be. This is the truth. Normally this wouldn't have been disclosed to you guys either, but I wanted to give you the chance to get some closure. Amani's voice is thick with tears. Losing my death seems to have shocked her pretty badly.
Kazami-san.
Yeah, Sachi?
私たちにも内密にとはどういうことでしょうか。理解しにくいのですが。
I think you all have some idea what I'm talking about. Every one of us is here for very private reasons, involving messy, complicated circumstances. Given that, it shouldn't be that surprising for death to be handled as quietly as possible.
なるほど。そうかもしれませんね。
Sachi's voice is trembling too. Why is this happening? Why is Yuuji doing this?
チルチルが死んじゃったなんて嘘なのよさ。やめなさい、マキナ。だってこんなの嘘なのよ。私だって意味わかんないわよ。急にそんなこと。
Everyone's getting upset. This isn't what I wanted to happen. I vanish. The other me takes over. And everyone lives happily ever after. That's what I imagined. マキナ、やめなさい。そんなことしたって仕方ないでしょ。だってこんなのずるいのよ。勝手になんておかしいのよ。私だって納得できないわよ。でも騒いでも意味なんてない。You know, the thing is that I almost think that Yuuji would set up everyone to act, but I also think that he's more likely to just roll with it and get everyone's sincere reactions. ごめんね、大きな声出して。でもAmane, grab hold of Machina so she doesn't thrash around, alright? Even when I consciously try to move, I can't budge. Forget twitching a finger, I can't even blink. So is this what happened to Yuuji? Something along the lines of... I mean, I'd be very hard-pressed to believe that this situation is one where she's actually dead. Yuuji probably is trying to I mean, like I said, show her the actual ramifications. She's even gone ahead and said as much, that this isn't what I expected, that sort of thing. I'm not really sure how he's setting this all up, though. Stopping her from moving, making her aware precisely how, whether he's actually telling him this or he set everyone else up to act out the part, but I wonder what's happened to my body. I didn't want to make anyone cry, but I didn't want to hurt anyone. But now Makina's bawling. Yumiko doesn't sound like she's been crying. That's good. It'd be too much to take if they all started weeping over me. I can't see my classmates' faces. I'm walled off from their world, all by myself inside this box. I can only guess their voices, from their voices what's occurring around me. I always thought I was alone, but I guess I didn't really know what real solitude was until now. I can't speak. I can't see their faces. I can't move a muscle. Maybe I wasn't that cut off from the world after all. My voice was weak and my jokes were crappy, but at least I had friends who'd laugh with me. I'm going to take Michiru's body for cremation immediately after this. Anyone who has anything to say to her, write her a letter and put it inside. I'm sure she'll read them in heaven. Seems like Yuuji really did plan to kill me. In that case, before the end, I want to talk to him again. I want to see everyone's faces one more time before I go. But I can't make that request now. I can't even tilt my head slightly, no matter how I try. My body just won't listen. It's like every muscle and nerve in my body has gone on strike at once. I can't do anything but lie still on my back. I don't know if it's related, but my thoughts are moving very sluggishly as well. It's as though someone spun a network of thick spider webs inside my mind. Every thought slowly pushed its way through those clinging strands. Are you gonna write anything, Sakaki? Why? You don't have anything to tell her? I see. Still, that doesn't change the fact that this is your last chance. Don't leave any regrets. That's your decision to make. I won't say any more. Makina reaches inside the box and places her letter next to my face, and reaches over to stroke my cheek. Her hand's so small. I never expected such a tender gesture from Makina, who's always been kind of like a rambunctious little sister. It kind of startles me. That's Amani's voice. I hear the side of the box creaking slightly as she leaves her letter next to me. Was her chest leaning against the edge of the coffin? Kind of wish I'd been a little bit more like her in that department. I wonder how much Sachi actually knew. I can't help but think that Sachi knows more than she's letting on. I can't help but think that. Just based on what she stumbled upon in this whole story, that she wouldn't put two and two together, even if she thinks, oh, it's not my place to do anything. Even if something like that, and she's playing pretend that she doesn't know. I wonder how much. For a moment, I catch a whiff of Sachi's scent. Sure you're alright with this, Sakaki? Understood. Alright then. This is goodbye. And with that, I died. Enveloped in shuddering darkness, I'm carted off somewhere, probably a crematorium. If Yuuji was telling the truth, I guess I'm going to be a pile of ashes in a little while. It's kind of a shame. I don't get to read the letters everyone went out of their way to write for me. And I really did want to see their faces before the end. I wanted to see Yuji's face. And when I was the one saying goodbye, I was able to prepare myself emotionally. And now the shoe's on the other foot. I'm kind of at a loss. And then there's that girl. I feel bad about doing this to her. I could have just given her my body. I don't know what she's doing right now.
榊さん聞いたらやだよ。ねえ、行かないで。嘘だって言って。ねえ。
Yumiko seems to have grabbed a hold of the box and begun to shake it fiercely. I can hear her nails scratching against the wooden lid. Don't interfere, Sakaki. Get off.
風見くんは変よ。なんでそんな顔していられるの？松島さん、嘘でしょ。どうして急に嘘だって言ってよ。榊さん、落ち着いてください。風見さん、榊さんは私が。
Appreciate it.
ごめんなさい。私、ごめんなさい。大丈夫ですよ。みんな同じ気持ちですから。大丈夫じゃない。大丈夫なことなんて何もない。なんでみんな言ってしまうの？
Is that really part of her thing? Or, well, it's either. Oh, I guess we'll see if it's sincere or not. I never heard Yumiko this upset before, but it's even more surprising to learn that she has fear so similar to my own. Rumbling the wheels takes on a different tenor. We've left the building. Let me tell you something, Michiru. Death isn't the end. First of all, the people you leave behind have to try and say goodbye. The idea that you can just vanish into thin air is a load of self-centered crap. I understand that you want to disappear. Before you die, I expect you to go through the proper procedure. You can't wrap your life up neatly all by yourself. That's naive, irresponsible thinking. I guess Yuji's aware that I'm conscious. But no matter how hard I try to move my mouth, I can't answer him. God, if she's actually put in a crematorium, that's gonna hurt like fuck. Even if she can't move and shit. It seems to be growing gradually more difficult to breathe. Am I going to suffocate inside this box before I get burned to death? A thought floats idly through my head like a soap bubble. I wonder if Yuji has a license. A moment later, it pops and vanishes. Since I found myself in this box, I've been thinking about a whole lot of really pointless things. Things I wouldn't have even thought about before fill my head to the brim. This must be what it's like to be paralyzed. My body's asleep, but my mind's awake. I'm immobile as if bound hand and foot, although there's no rope wrapped around me. Bury you in your favorite place. My body jerks up inside the cramped coffin, helpless to resist the shocks of the transport. Maybe this is what it feels like to be a chocolate sitting in the box of a candy. You're always talking about it, weren't you? That would be your official place of death. All that about the cremation was a lie. This was the plan from the start. Incidentally, your body can't move because of hypnotic suggestion I gave you. Not to worry, though. It won't last much longer. Another thud echoes throughout the coffin. The sounds of the outside world grow fainter. I don't really have any regrets, but I wish I could have seen Yuji's face at the end. I wish I knew what my face looked like when he saw it for the last time. This is world shed for. Have yourself a nice in there. Mitri. And my body can't move, I can't speak, I can't see a thing. Inside of my head throbs painfully. Did I get bumped against the box at some point on the way here? An unexpected wave of exhaustion rolls over me. I can't even think about whether to resist before I'm dragged down into sleep. Or so I think. I mean, the darkness is just as thick as whether my eyes are open or shut. I don't have any time to track the passage of time. Did I sleep for a while? Maybe I just closed my eyes for a moment. There's no way I can tell in here. I can hear the sound of my own breathing from multiple angles at once. It's echoing off the walls of the box. I make up my mind and try to speak. My voice works. Does that mean my body can move as well? As an experiment, I try to lift my arm. There's a small movement, but my elbow bangs against the wooden wall right away. I can move, but it looks like I'm going to have to do so pretty carefully. Alone inside my box, I laugh at myself. Carefully. What's the point of that now? All I can do is lie still, anyways. I mean, I'm just going to die in here no matter what I do. I call out his name. But the sound only makes it a few inches from my face before striking solid wood and rebounding back. In this terrifying cramped space, the four walls themselves almost seem like living things, consciously observing me. My bangs cling to my forehead, damp with sweat. I reach up to fix them, banging my elbow against the wall once again. After carefully twisting my body around, I finally managed to brush the hair back into place. But nobody can see. Not even me. So why do I even bother? My back's sticky with perspiration. It's clammy and gross. Really uncomfortable. As my dulled nerves slowly rouse themselves, I begin to notice a number of dull aches spread across my body. But it's not just pain that's starting to tug on my senses. There's also hunger. I silently mouth the words I'm starving to no one in particular. Maybe I'll die of hunger before my oxygen runs out. I wonder just how painful death by starvation is, comparatively. I think I saw some tasteless list about the most painful ways to commit suicide somewhere. Yeah, that seems like something she might have looked up. But right now, I can't remember the details. Too bad Yuuji isn't here. I'm sure he'd give me a thorough rundown. Probably a little too thorough. Sweat trickling down my forehead is starting to get into my eyes. Actually, at this rate, you'd probably die from dehydration first. Well, it stings. When I lick my lips, it leaves a salty taste on my tongue. What am I doing here again? My thoughts are all tangled up like an old-fashioned telephone cord. I'm thirsty, of course. I don't have any drinking water. I try forcing myself to swallow some saliva, but it doesn't do much good. Startled by the sudden ringing sound, I end up smacking my arm hard against the side wall. I can feel my heart pounding fiercely away. Damn, what if she didn't get signal down here? The vibrations seem to be coming from everywhere and nowhere. The air resonates with the shrill electronic chirping. After hunting clumsily around for some time, I finally discover a cell phone ringing right next to my ear. Sounds like you're still alive. The instant I hear his voice, I feel tears running down my face. What is this emotion? It's not relief exactly. I can't quite pin it down.
Yuuji.
Well, this is your final choice. The phone can be used to contact me. Just press 1 on speed dial. We won't be able to get through to anyone else, and the other functions are disabled as well. It won't even display the time. If you decide that you want to live, call me. That's all. Even though I forced myself into a painfully contorted position to answer the phone, he's already hung up on me. Didn't listen to a word I had to say. I mean, that's just the way the guy is, yeah. But still, even at a time like this, it makes me smile a little. But at least I got to hear Yuji's voice in the end. Maybe it's better this way. I hung up the phone, close to my close as though cradling a precious treasure, then closed my eyes. Huh? Guess I fell asleep again. I instinctively flip open the phone in my hand, but just like Yuuji said, the time isn't displayed. I can't even guess how long I was sleeping. I've gotten so used to the darkness by now that the phone's LCD display seems blindingly bright. When I turn my face to the side to escape the dazzling light, I notice the letters everyone wrote lying next to me. With the backlight for illumination, I can make out the characters clearly enough. I squirm around for some time to get in position, then open the envelope and take out the letter inside. Yes, sock. Fuck yeah. Why do I can... As horrible as it is, I can actually imagine Makina just being like a middle finger in this sort. I mean, I don't think she's heartless, but I could sort of totally see it for some reason. Okay, that's more like her, yeah. The letter itself is a little weird. You can definitely tell she's flustered when she wrote it. Next envelope I pull from a little pile of zamanes.
みちるへこうしてみちるにお手紙を書くのも まだ気持ちの整理はつかないけれど、心残りになると嫌なので書きます。みちるがツンデレじゃないってことは分かっていました。
Really? Oh,
だか
no.
らいつも無理していないか心配していました。大丈夫かなって思ってました。みちるは自分よりも他人を第一に考えるようなところがあったよね。気づいていないと思ってるだろうけど、ちゃんとみんな分かってたよ。今はもう無理はしていませんか。天国に行ったみちるが無理をせずに、自分のしたい通り自由な姿でいられればいいなって。私は今のこの状況を受け入れることが難しいです。以前入院でみちるがここからいなくなった時、りょうは寂しい雰囲気になりました。私も普通でいようとしたけれど、心にぽっかりと穴が開いたようで、この穴を塞ぐのにどれぐらいの時間がかかるのかわからないけど、ずっとこのままなのかも。みちるのことは絶対に忘れません。ご苦労様でした。みちるはみんなの大事な友達であり、私にとってもかけがえのない存在です。今までもそうだったし、それはこれからもずっと変わりません。こんなことは恥ずかしくて面と向かって言えなかったけど、みちるのことを大切に思っていました。安らかに眠ってください、あまね。
Jeez. After all that effort put into my cinder, right? They saw through me, huh? It's kind of awkward reading these letters. Everybody sounds so different. They're raw words coming from deep inside, feelings that normally would have stayed hidden forever, scrawled out nakedly across the page. I didn't expect them to write so bluntly, but I guess when it's your last chance, there's really no reason to hold back. There's only one letter left now. Sachi's.
みちる様へ。私はみちる様とまた会えると思って、だから別れの言葉は書きません。みちる様のことを私は待っています。あまねさんもまきちゃんも待っています。もちろん風見さんだってそのはずです。みんながみちる様のことを待っている。ではまたお会いする日まで、サチ。
As I read these simple words, I remember Yumiko breaking down in tears. Seems completely out of character for her to get that upset. I always felt as though she was keeping her distance from me. So why did she cry like that? I realize that my hand is beginning to quake slightly. Even though I'm not exactly cold, my teeth are starting to chatter. I can't make them stop. My letter wasn't that carefully worded or anything. None of them were. I scratched them down in just a few short minutes after all. But for some reason, the normality of their words makes me feel like my heart's being squeezed in my chest. I won't be able to laugh with them ever again, or exchange hellos in the morning, or even have one of our stupid conversations. It all felt so normal before, but now it's gone forever. It's almost like I've only just begun to realize that. The more I think about it, the harder it is to control my trembling hands. First it was a little bit more than a mild fidgeting. Right now I'm shaking so hard it's almost like a convulsion. My own body feels strange and alien to me, powerless to stop the trembling. I just observe it dumbly. Even after a few minutes, there's no sign of shivering. Shivering movements are likely to stop anytime soon. I decide to try to think about something else. I wonder what Yuuji is. I wonder where Yuuji is right now. What he's thinking about. He called me on the phone, so maybe he wants to see me again. Maybe he wants to talk to me again. I want to see him. I really do, but... In that instant, the light on the LCD screen vanishes as the cell phone abruptly shuts itself off. I press the button over and over again, but the screen only lights up for a few seconds at a time before turning off again. After a while, even that stops. The phone goes entirely dead. The one thin thread of salvation dangling down from above has just been completely severed right before my eyes. Now I really am all alone, deep inside the dark, heavy earth. All of a sudden, my fuzzy thoughts snap into a sharp-edged focus, flowing along as if this was a dream, but this all feels terribly real now. A distinct, vivid terror of death overwhelms me. My hysterical voice echoes wetly, pointlessly around the coffin. Some part of me didn't really understand what dying meant. But after reading everyone's letters and losing only my way to contact Yuuji, it's only all too very real. All too clear, all too terrifying. The fears grabbed hold of my ankles and won't let go. I can't get out of here, I really can't. I'll never see the light again. I feel like I'm about to go crazy. I have this feeling that Yuji's like right outside, just waiting for her to start yelling like this. I feel around the interior of the box of the clumsy panic cans, searching for some sort of exit. But of course, there's no such thing. There are places in the lid where the material feels slightly different, but nothing happens when I strike them. In the first place, I can't position myself properly in this cramped little box. The hard planks rub against me with every movement. I can feel the rough pain of torn skin, the hot trickle of blood oozing out of my wounds. Ugh.
どうしたの？君はもうこの世界を終わらせたいって言ってたじゃない。それなのにどうして今になって転がっているの？もうここまで来たら
A face exactly like my own. A face exactly like my own floats in the darkness before my eyes. Am I just hallucinating, or is the other me somehow taking on a form?
取り乱しても仕方ないじゃない。慌てても意味ないよ。だけど、だって私このままだと死んじゃう。
Isn't that what you wanted?
そうね。それが目的だったんでしょ。最初はあなたが消えて、私が代わりに生きるはずだっても、それがうまくいかないと分かったとき、あなたは本心を彼に伝えた。逃げたい。だけど間違ってる気がしてきて、このまま勝手に死ぬなんていけない気がしてきたの。それがわがままだって分かってる。もうお願い、ここから私を出して。ごめんなさい。そうしたいけど、今の私は何もすることができない。私はただ、そうだよね。私がやらなきゃいけないんだよね。
The other me stares into my eyes, her face steady and calm, not even blinking.
君は本当に誰からも愛されていなかった。君は本当に誰からも必要とされていなかった。私は生きていたかったのに、不意にそれが終わってしまった。君はこんなに周りから愛されているのにと失い続けてきたから、これからもそうなるのが怖い。君をどうにかできるのは君だけだから。それが無理ならこのままずっと暗い闇の中にいなさい。私だって心残りぐらいある。でも我慢してる。そうするしかないと思ってる。誰かに期待されたいのなら、誰かに消えてほしくないと思うのなら、まず君が自分自身に期待しなさい。誰かのためじゃなくて自分のために生きなさい。
For my own sake. I've never even tried. I've always been working for someone else's sake, and always failing short of their expectations. Always a defective human being. In that instant, the phone begins to ring. Even though the battery is definitely dead, this shrill electronic warbling bounces around inside the box. I grope around and grab a hold of it. The screen and the incoming light are still dark, but the sound of the call continues as loudly as before. When I mash my thumb in the general area, the answer button, the ringing stops. I slowly bring the phone to my ear.
もしもし。どうして一人だなんて思うの？
What the fuck?
ちゃんとあなたのこと友達だって思って大切にしてる人がそれなのに、どうして一人でどこかに行こうとするの？あなたは置いていかれるのがどんなに辛いか分かってないんだ。だから勝手にどこかに行こうとしちゃうんだ。失うことは当たり前だよ。誰かに嫌われることだって、私あなたのこと大好きだよ。だからどこにも行かないで。
How is she speaking through the phone?
もしあなたがこれから幸せになろう、ここに戻ってきて、
I suppose maybe in the same way. From now on, I haven't really thought about that so much lately. All this time, I've been so focused on enduring the pain from the festering, miserable wounds that the past left me. And when I met someone new, I found myself thinking about what happened before, biting my lip when they weren't looking. What's the point? It'll all be over someday. Yeah, that's just like what Yuuji was thinking to some extent. And while I'm sure that thought persists, if he's been through this sort of thing before, then I'm guessing he had it taught to him pretty significantly, precisely what the point of going on means. I timidly try to stretch out my hand. The door leading to the future is heavy and cold to the touch. I want... I strain forcefully against the door. I strain forcefully against the door and it opens before me, leading me to this place. Is the other Michiru capable of just like forcing her to hallucinate? Because this is pretty significant. The voice takes my breath away. Even after all this time, I never noticed the voice. It's my friend, the girl who went to the other side. Hmm. The voice draws near, accompanied by something that seems to be formed out of pitch black mist. I draw back and step a step in fear. I don't hate you, obviously. Ms. Michiru. A violet plume of smoke coils itself tightly around my arm. It sharply coat against my skin like fog rising from dry ice. Painful memories blow through my mind like a squall. For a moment, I feel as though the surge of emotion will carry me away, but somehow I brace my legs and hold steady. I seem to have picked up a phone at this point. No, I was holding it all along. The battery's dead and it can't connect to me anymore. But right now, it's the only thing tying me to the other world. My hand finds the knob of an invisible door. That's why I can't follow you on the road you chose.
ずるいよ。先に行っちゃうなんてずるい。でもね、私もあなたのことが大好きだよ。でも一緒に死ぬことは友情じゃない。それは友達の証なんかじゃない。今一緒に生きている友達を大切にすることだと思う。そしてあなたは大切な思い出として心の中にしまっておく。さようなら。
I try to leave, but the knob doesn't want to turn. It's so stubborn it feels like it's fused into place. Even so, I keep twisting at it with all the strength I can muster. But that's not good either. So I simply start hitting the door as hard as I can. More blood spills from my hands with every strike, but I keep going right on without so much as a flinch.
でも現実は怖いよ。誰もあなたと最後まで一緒にいてはくれないよ。でもやっぱり私あの世界とあの人たちが好きだから。
Somehow I managed to force open the lid of my prison. In the next instant, a mixture of shockingly cold air and damp earth streamed down into the box. It's as if my body's being pressed down onto the palm of a giant I can't move. I spit out the dirt that's fallen into my mouth and try to open my eyes. I've never seen the sky from under the ground before. Makes me feel like the seedling of some bizarre plant. I wanted to go down a hole lung full of fresh air, but I can't manage that either. The hole I buried in doesn't seem to be as deep as I thought, but hunger and exhaustion have left me too weak to push my way free.
みんなと会いたい。ユージと会いたい。
Somehow managing to speak, I struggle to crawl my way through the heavy, wet soil, but no matter how much I strain my tired muscles, I can't move.
行きたいよ。死にたくないよ。
Writhing like an insect, I desperately try to get at least my face above ground, but my endurance has already run out. Drowsiness, hunger, and loneliness push murderously down on me.
ユージ。ユージ。
Okay, I really hope I didn't get the bad ending. This would be a really interesting... This really is it for me. I'm going to end here, drowned in mud. I couldn't manage to kill myself when I wanted to, and now I'm going to die when I want to live. Seriously. What an idiot. See? Told you I was stupid. But if I have to die, I want to die touching the world. I push my fingers through the dirt with my last ounce of strength. From a neutral point of view, it must look like the feeble stirrings of some puny little sprout, one that's picked an odd time of year to surface. Deep in the soil, I slowly, weakly extend my index finger up towards the sky. You know, I didn't think that Yuuji would actually bury here that deep. I touch the outside air for the first time in who knows how long. It's startling, wonderfully cool. Only a few centimeters of my finger is in contact with the world, but it's enough. Enough to tell me that I'm alive. Soft, quiet raindrops wet my fingertip, and I've already cried myself dry. So maybe the sky is shedding tears in my place. My eyelids fall like melting wax running down a candle, falling shut so heavily that it feels like they'll never ever open again. I begin to slowly, peacefully disappear.